Okay, I think I'm just gonna set this down. We're gonna, okay. Hey you guys, it's me, Hunter. Welcome to the first video of my Shelf by Shelf YouTube channel. That sounds gross. I'm sorry. I'm just like, I'm not good at this, by the way. I have tried to make like a dozen videos and every single one has been worse than the last, but it's fine. But I just wanted to spend a minute talking about how I have curated my personal library. Because I mentioned it on my Instagram and some of you guys seemed like receptive to the idea. And so I'm just gonna like jump in. So, my library is mostly focused on literary fiction. That's like that's the heft of my library. Just because that's the kind of like fiction I'm the most drawn to. But I think it's great to have like a wide range of books in your stuff. But anyway, so here's like what I do though. Like I mostly collect, for me, like what's important is I love award-winning books. I like to predict them every year. Like some of you guys know that. And so most of my books are either like award winners or like award finalists. And I know that's like, I know, I'm probably just like dumb, but it's fine. But like Lauren Groff, who signed my book, she's coming to town next week. I'm so excited. Anyway, but books that you get excited about like that, like those you should keep. But like, especially, but like, it's like with literary, like, and just know, I always have to remind myself, just because something is labeled as literary fiction does not mean it's worth being on your shelf, because some books just aren't good. That's just something I do have to remind myself of. So I love literary, so that's what I do with that. And then on top of literary fiction, I also have a lot of like fiction, this is literary, White Oleander, but I also think it's like, another thing I do with my like when I'm thinking about what to keep and what to like get rid of, which have I ever gotten rid of a book? No. But if I ever do, I'm gonna keep books that have been favorites for a long time. So if like White Oleander, I've read it over 16 times, 17 times. This copy I've had for over 10 years. And I think that if you love a book that much, you should keep it. So that's obvious. Books that you like, authors that you really like, and you just keep, like, even if you don't love every single book by an author you love, I still think there's something special about owning all their books. So like, I don't mind owning all of like Megan Abbott's books, even though I haven't loved every single, which I've heavily liked every single one, but I haven't loved, but like I love like half of them. So I love you, Megan Abbott. Find me. That was creepy. I'm sorry. Books that make you learn, or not make you learn, but books that you learn from, books that help inform your experience, books that like they're there. I did this for a podcast with my local bookstore, and I was like sobbing at one point. It was so heavy, but so beautiful. And it really informed, like, it changed my perspective on so many things. And I think if a book changes your perspective, you should hold on to it. And I think you should write your perspective down, like how it's changed it for you, your thoughts on the book, and then go back and try to read it a couple years later and see how it's changed. So that's that thought. I also love to collect children's literature just because, like, it's children's literature. It's so good, right? And just, like, I don't know, like, what if you ever have kids? Or what if you have, like, a cat that you want to read to and it's a baby? Like, you don't know. Like, I'm not judging your life. So, you know, or, like, maybe you just want to revisit Mary Poppins. Mary Poppins, okay, I didn't realize this, actually, but I've realized it over, like, this past 2 minutes. Mary Poppins was actually, like, my favorite children's book as a kid, because I read it in, like, third grade. And it's, like, still been my favorite. Like, I never thought I had a classic, but this is it. So I'm excited now that I just realized that. Anyway. And then I think it's fine to own all classics. Like, I mean, some are not that good. You know what I mean? But, like, it's fine. But I think that, like, I would even say if you want to spend, like, good money on classic books, do it. Because I think it's great for your library. I just don't think, like, for me personally, like, if you love James Patterson, that's great. I do not love James Patterson, and I don't think that he is a worthy part of my personal collection. Like, I don't think it adds anything to it. I don't think that I just don't care for it. Same with, okay, I've already talked about this. I hate Devil Wears Prada. I've mentioned it like 20 times on my Instagram, and I'm sorry, Lauren Weisberger. I'm sure that you're really talented. I just do not like. I do want to read that like When Life Gives You Lululemons, because apparently that is supposed to be really good, and I will totally give it a try, and I am all for liking it. And I still like. I want to like Devil Wears Prada because I love Meryl Streep, and I want her to see that I saw what she saw, but like I just can't get there yet. But so I should probably get rid of these. Poetry, I think you should always, like, I talked to Postgrad Reads about this, on Instagram. She's so funny and so sweet. And she just read Night Sky with Exit Wounds by Ocean Vuong. And I think that is totally something that you should, like, I think, like, poetry collections, like, you're gonna read them more than once. I promise you will if you ever, like, start reading poetry. Like, you will read poetry collections more than once. And I think that when you find poets that really speak to you and speak to your soul, I know that sounds hokey, but like I also do yoga, so back off. But I think that like that's something special and you should keep it. And then like with nonfiction, I always say like with nonfiction, if it doesn't, like I only keep nonfiction if it either brings me great joy, like David Sedaris, hilarious, like I always enjoy it. I always go back and I still laugh at the same stuff, so I'm gonna keep that. And Zadie Smith's Feel Free, it kind of encapsulates the Obama years, and I love that, because I love Obama, like, sorry, but, like, hate Trump, sorry. And so, like, this brings me joy. And if you haven't read Marie Kondo's The Life-Changing Magic of Tidying Up, like, if it doesn't spark joy, then bye. But also, like, spineless, educational. So, like, that's my, like, brief, like, this is my introduction. This is, like, my first video. This is my introduction. Like, I'm so sorry I'm bad at this, but, like, I'm just trying. This is me being you. Like, but I'm, like, really excited because this is the first time I made it all the way through the video, and it's getting too long already. But, so that, like, did any of this, like, benefit you at all? I'm so sorry, but I'm still so excited because, like, I'm just, like, I don't know. I've been wanting so long to do a video that just, like, feeling like I've done it. Just, like, I don't know. I feel like I've accomplished a goal anyway. So I'm sorry this didn't help you probably, but I'm going to continue doing these and hopefully I'll be better at the next one. The next one, I'm just going to like start like diving in like one thing at a time. We'll see how the next one goes. But thank you so much for watching if you made it this far, and I hope you have a great day or night or whatever time it is for you. Okay, over and out.